This is the review for the semester exam, problem number 20. Consider the quadratic function below. Find the vertex, the axis of symmetry, determine whether there is a minimum or a maximum value, and then find that value, and then graph the function. All right, so let's start with the vertex. To find the vertex of a quadratic function, you use the little formula, negative b over 2a. All right, now in this problem, the a is the number in front of the x, which is a 1. So that's the a. The b is the number in front of the x, which in this case is a negative 14. That's b. And of course, if we were actually doing the quadratic formula, the 48, the constant, would be the c. We don't need that for this, but just to let you know. All right, so here we go. Negative b, so the opposite of a negative 14, which is 14, over 2 times a, 2 times 1 is 2, and 14 over 2 is 7. So for our vertex, what this gives us is the x-coordinate of our vertex. Now that's not the vertex because the vertex is an ordered pair with an x and a y coordinate. So to find the y-coordinate, we find f of 7. So we plug a 7 in for x. That's going to give us 7 squared minus 14 times 7 plus 48. All right, now follow order of operations. So we do our exponents first. 7 squared is 49. Now we do our multiplication. Negative times a positive is a negative, and 14 times 7 is 98, plus 48. And then we do adding and subtracting from left to right. So 49 minus 98, that gives us a negative 49, plus 48. And negative 49 plus 48 is a negative 1. So the y value of our vertex is negative 1. There's our vertex. All right, we're ready for our axis of symmetry. I'm going to abbreviate that AOS, axis of symmetry. That's x equals. And then it's x equals, and you pick up this x value. So that's a 7. That's our axis of symmetry. All right, the next thing it wants to know is does this parabola have a minimum or a maximum? So since it is going up, that means its lowest value, it has a minimum. So it has a minimum. And its minimum is this y value. Its minimum is this y value. So the minimum is negative 1. All right, so it has a minimum at negative 1. And we have done everything except for to graph it. So let's go graph it. So our vertex is at 7, negative 1. So 7, negative 1. And it goes up. Now, since the a value is 1, it's a pretty easy parabola to graph. You could make a t-table if you're not sure, but since it's a value of 1, if the a value were anything else, it would change. But since it's an a value of 1, from the vertex, you can go right 1 and up 1 and make a point there. Go back to the vertex, go left 1 and up 1 and make a point there. Go back to the vertex, go left 2 and up 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a point there. Go back to the vertex, go right 1, 2, and up 1, 2, 3, 4, and make a point there. Now connect those to give your parabola, which looks like that.